Good day, I am Gian Matthew Birojas, and in this video, The Hidden Ledger, we will talk about the fashion industry and how it looks all beautiful and perfect, but behind the glamorous image that it has, it is a complicated system that most of us never notice. In the fashion industry nowadays, speed is the name of the game, and it is called fast fashion. Instead of slow planning, they focus on speed and they focus on creating new designs every day. And this new idea of extreme speed is what makes fashion so powerful yet so dangerous at the same time. Instead of following the four seasons, the fashion industry has shifted into 52 micro seasons. They release new clothes every single week, and it forces them to constantly produce, ship, and sell at full speed. The fashion industry has become a flawed system. A system that only cares about speed eventually breaks. The fast fashion trend ignores the most important parts of supply chain management: the safety, stability, and resilience. It moves fast, but it cannot protect the little people included in this industry. According to the movie or the documentary, one out of every six workers in the world is part of this fashion supply chain or fashion industry. This means that millions of families are depending on this industry and they are directly affected by the supply chain decisions or the changes every week. They have reached globalized production, but it segregates the whole world because to reduce costs, most of the fashion companies move their production to low cost countries, and their goal is to find the cheapest labor, cheapest materials, and cheapest factories no matter where they are in the world. The best offer wins in this industry, and brands are negotiating with suppliers, but they are not doing it for the best interest of both sides. They're only doing it for the best interest of their brand. Instead of teamwork, the relationship becomes a constant battle of who can save the most money. The big brands are always taking advantage of their suppliers because they know that the suppliers are always in need of client. And the ones who suffer are the workers because the suppliers are still accepting the work, but then the safety, the wages, and the working conditions are all sacrificed just to keep their clients. Just to meet deadlines and save money, safety is disregarded by the suppliers. The factories ignore basic safety rules like equipment isn't maintained, buildings are never inspected because when we follow safety standards, we know that that costs a lot of money. In the movie The True Cost, because of the greed behind the fashion industry, the workers took a massive hit. And this is what led to the Rana Plaza tragedy. This is what is shown in the image, where a factory building collapsed and more than 1,000 of workers died. It was one of the clearest signs that the fast fashion industry is unsafe and not controlled. The workers deserve better rights. Many brands and suppliers treat their workers like numbers, not people, because they know that they can easily replace their workers when they are sick or when they die. But workers are human beings and they are not disposable tools that are just part of production. The small workers in this industry are not compensated enough. Even though the fashion industry earn billions, their workers are earning very little. Wages stay low because it helps keep clothing prices low, and many workers remain stuck in poverty just so consumers can buy cheap products. And this problem starts from the suppliers of the materials. In some places, even seeds for cotton are controlled by big companies. This is called monopoly. Farmers are forced to buy expensive seeds and chemicals from the same suppliers each year because they control the economy. Because of this monopoly system, it has been unfair on farmers. Because of the high costs, many farmers fall into deep debt. And in India, as mentioned in the movie, thousands of cotton farmers have committed suicides because they cannot escape the financial burden of this system. It is not only affecting the people, it is also affecting the environment. Processing fabrics produce toxic waste that flows into rivers and soils. The environment pays the price of fast production, but these damages are rarely included in the cost of the product. This has been a massive hit on the workers because they work on these low cost countries, and it destroys the environment, the workers, and the resources is not efficient anymore. It is unstable and it cannot continue long term without causing harm. The fast fashion industry is almost impossible, but they make it happen. Production, shipping, and stocking happen at a record speed. Clothes move from factory to stores in such a fast cycle that there's no room for error. Again, on this regarding safety, safety is not equals to speed, and the faster the process, it there is less time for quality checks and safety inspections, and when everything is rushed, mistakes are more likely to happen. For the big brands, holding inventory is expensive, but cheap prices for consumer means that high social costs for the workers. The company saves money, but people in the supply chain pay the price. So the rich just keep getting richer. Smart advertising allows the fast fashion to grow. And influencers, social media posts, and online trend helps because they convince us that we need something new even though we don't. It is a very misleading industry because it makes us feel that the clothes are cheap and that we can afford it, but the quality is very low. And because it is cheap, even it is not practical or sustainable, we still buy it. This just becomes a cycle and it is a big time trickery to us. Since the clothes are cheap, we feel that we can buy a lot. And many of us do. High consumption becomes normal, and this has become a cycle that keeps the fast fashion alive. The root cause of all this is consumption. Consumption is the engine that powers this entire system. For fast fashion to thrive, they need us to consume rapidly. And it is really hard to resist when we are given items that are priced very low. But if we cannot resist, this problem will just continue. Everyone is adding to this problem because we are stuck in a mindset that everything that we buy is uh, already considered as consumed after we use it once, even clothes. And these clothes eventually end up somewhere to pollute the earth. Millions of these clothes are thrown away each day and they end up in landfills. Clothing is something that we need, and some days it's just something that we want. And because of this mindset, the fashion industry has capitalized to this, and the fast fashion thrives because our society values owning more and more things. The new reality for us is that these big brands are creating clothes not to last but to get replaced. They lose shape, fade quickly, or fall apart after a few uses. This is intentional and it encourages customer to replace the items eventually. The system in fashion industry is rotten to its core. But because the system earns a lot of money, it's protected. No one in the big brand companies tries to change something. Many companies and even the governments depend on it. That's why it's hard to criticize or change. But eventually, the suffering will still show. The people who suffer the most often are away from the people who buy clothes, but they are more distant to the people who are funding to make these clothes. The damage is hidden in low income countries where workers have little power to fight back. Since the most oppressed cannot fight back, we should not turn a blind eye. We should demand change from them. We can pretend that we don't know what happens behind our clothes anymore since we are now informed. Awareness is the first step to changing the system, and once we see the truth, we cannot ignore it anymore. Since we are demanding change, the low income workers should get transparency from their bosses. They should know where the materials come from and how other workers are treated. Technology can make this industry a whole lot more honest and transparent. As consumers, we are actually in charge because we actually have the power. The choices that we make, or like what we buy and what we avoid, send strong signals to these companies that what if we demand products that can last long, then they will be pressured to make those. Safety should be the priority now. I have mentioned the disregard for safety, and that is not good. Being efficient should not only mean being fast in making the product and being cheap while making it. True efficiency should include ethical and safety standards. They should build strong foundations. When ethical and sustainable standards are followed, then they become advantages, not weaknesses. Companies should invest more in responsible practices so they can build trust and long-term success. If we want a better system that have safe factories, workers who are paid fairly, and production methods that do not destroy the nature, we should involve the right people to have a modern and responsible supply facilities. The people involved should also have directly proportional growth. We cannot have richer versus poorer because we don't have to ask anymore. Our economic system should be creating more equal opportunities for the both of them, and even more focusing on the poorer side. Between the rich and the poor, fast fashion is only helping the rich people. Everyone in this industry is involved, even us. We are the hidden ledger. We must learn to evaluate the real cost of production, and we need to understand how the cost to workers work, how it affects the environment and the society. Only then we can build better systems for everyone.